Perdomo hitting third. In right field, Corbin Carroll. Hasn't got a hit in the series, but he's walked 3 times. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Gabriel Moreno. Batting fifth in left field, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 3 for 9 with a double, a home run, and 3 driven in so far in this series. Batting sixth, doing the catch-in, Adrian Del Castillo. Batting seventh at third base, Nolan Arenado. 3 for 6 with a home run in the series. Batting eighth at first base, Pavin Smith. And batting ninth in center field, Tommy Troy. He's 1 for 3 in the series. So that's Marte, Perdomo, Carroll, Moreno, Gurriel Jr., Del Castillo, Arenado, Smith, Troy for the Diamondbacks. On the mound right now, completing his warm-up pitch, is right-hander Zach Gallen. He's 3-7 with a 6.15 ERA in the year. But get this. This is a stat that jumped out at me today. His last 4 home starts, he's 4-0 with a 1.80 ERA. Umpires for tonight's game, Nick Marley behind the plate, Ben May at first base, Trip Gibson is a crew chief, he'll be at second, and Ryan Blakeney is in the rocking chair at third base. So that's Marley, May, Gibson, Blakeney, the umpires for tonight's game. This message is sponsored by Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Visit walkuplaw.com. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants. Ball's in, coming down. Gallen is ready to go. I was going to tell you what the Diamondbacks jersey color is. What would you say that is, Dave? Desert red? Sedona red?
Yeah, I think they call it Sedona red.
Sedona red jerseys, white tops, Giants in the road grays. And we are ready for baseball. Luis Ariz is jumping in the box, and here with the play-by-play is Dave Fleming.
I've been to Sedona. It's a really cool place. It doesn't look like those jerseys, but it's a very cool place. Luis Ariz, and here we go. The first pitch from Zach Gallen is right in there at 93 miles an hour. A fastball for strike one. So the final game of the series, Giants just trying to get a win against this team. Start there. The pitch. Ariz lines one, caught it short by Perdomo. Wasn't hit all that hard, but off the bat, that looked like a hit. Perdomo ranged back into his left and made the catch for out number one. We started a minute late, 6:41. The official first pitch time. 74 degrees inside with the roof closed. 100 degrees outside. Time and temp sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi, trade on anything, even the game. Schmidt batting second tonight, and he takes one that buzzes his helmet and goes to the backstop. So Casey Schmidt, if he wasn't sort of dialed in already, that would have woken him up.
They thrown at him because he's lined out 5 times in the series?
Casey's had the all-time sort of bad luck series here for 2 games, just been hitting one line drive after another. Two and 0 the count. Gallen throws. And a called strike to Schmidt. 4-seam fastball. We talked to Tony Vitello about Schmidt, and obviously for Tony, Casey's been one of the very best players this year. 2-1 pitch. And that's a called strike. It's 2-2. But one thing that the Giants manager did say about the lack of walks, because Casey, it's July 1st here, Schmidt did not draw a single walk in the month of June, not one. I mean, I can't really remember that from a Giants player who was playing every day. Schmidt swings here, and it's pop-up. Foul ground behind home plate. Del Castillo back in the on-deck circle, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And even that one, that was not a strike. That pitch was running way inside. And Casey's manager, Tony Vitello, did say to us, look, you don't want to change a lot about Schmidt because he's had this great year, but he does need, early in the year, he was doing a better job of early in the count not chasing and getting himself into more good hitters counts. Bryce Eldridge swings at the first pitch and grounds one over far to his left. Marte's got it, spins around from the shallow outfield turf and throws out Eldridge. And the Giants are retired just like that. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Gallen. Now
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of
All
basic
pork
ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich,
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak,
Okay.
and some.
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
River Islands has options for every stage of life, including Del Webb, an active adult neighborhood designed for those who've earned the good life and aren't slowing down anytime soon. With healthcare, a restaurant, and an amphitheater all on the horizon, there's a real sense that something special is being built here. Come spend a summer and stay for the rest. Visit riverislands.com.
Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Trevor McDonald for the Giants, bottom of the first, no score against Ketel Marte, and Marte takes ball one from McDonald, a first pitch sinker that misses. Marte, who's had an unbelievable year head-to-head against the Giants, has homered in 4 straight games. No Diamondback has ever homered in 5 straight. The pitch. Marte looked like he was taken all the way, and he takes a sinker in there for strike one. He is the Diamondbacks' leadoff batter, sponsored by Ayala, Morgan, and Bizard. When you've been injured in an auto accident, you don't just need an attorney, you need a heavy hitter. Contact Ayala, Morgan, and Bizard. 1-1 pitch. Marte fouls this one back out of play, 1-2. He's a different hitter, left-handed and right-handed. Right-handed, he's got the massive home run swing where he just swings so hard. Left-handed, a little more under control. Typically doesn't hit for quite as much pure power from this side, but last night led off the game with a home run. In a Diamondbacks victory, they've beaten the Giants 8 times in a row this year. Here's a ball fouled off to the left, out of play.
You watch his stance left-handed. He stands straight up and down. His back foot is almost out of the batter's box toward the plate. That's how much he's crowding the plate. If you throw that front hip sinker and you get it in there, it's the pitch.
Here's McDonald's 1-2. Well, he threw one down and in and almost hit that back foot. It was a changeup. Now it's 2-2. The Giants defensively have Barracoto in left. It's a different looking team out there tonight with Chapman going on the injured list, with Koss activated. Adama's still unavailable. You got Barracoto in left, Lee in center, and Ramos in right. The pitch, Marte fouls this one away. Schmidt will play third, and you figure while Chapman's on the injured list, Casey's going to get most of his time at third. Koss at short, Arise at second, and Devers playing first with the rookie Drew Cavanaugh doing the catching. Two and two the count. The pitch. That one misses well off the outside. Well, it's got to be a feeling of here we go again. It's the first hitter of the game, but this will be the 8th pitch from McDonald to Marte. 3-2. Here it comes. Marte strikes out swinging. Well, he got him with the slider, so a good end result to a long leadoff at bat for Marte.
Yeah, the slider's been the pitch, obviously, for McDonald this year. Opponent's hitting 287 against his fastball, but just 122 against the slider. And when he can shape it in there and he knows where it's going, it's his most effective pitch.
It's a good point, and it's really in some ways why it's so important for him to just get ahead in the count. Perdomo takes down and in, ball one. It allows that slider to be a more important, effective weapon when he's ahead in the count. Perdomo, who had some big moments in last night's game. He's another switch hitter. Batting left-handed, he swings here and skies one to right, way up there. But in the ballpark, Elliot Ramos out there tonight for the Giants. Underneath it, makes the catch. 2 down. And up comes Corbin Carroll. No score, just getting started here in Arizona, bottom of the first inning. Carroll, who's probably the best Diamondbacks player, although Ketel Marte is a great player too, and they have other really good players, but Corbin Carroll's probably going to the All-Star game. He's having a really good year. He went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts last night. Diamondbacks won 8-2. He wasn't really a part of it. Now a ball down and in. Started off Carroll with a slider. So all 3 Diamondbacks hitters, it's only the first inning, it's only 3 batters, but all 3 of them have jumped ahead 1-0. The pitch. Way up and outside, ball 2. I think it is the thread line. It's the common theme of the Giants starters who've been struggling. Now that doesn't include Logan Webb and Robbie Ray. They've been pitching really well. 2-0 is ball 3.
Yeah, the month of June, Ray and Webb pitched 71 innings combined, gave up 8 earned runs for a 1.01 ERA. The rest of the team, 105 earned runs and a 6.02 ERA.
Wow. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. And that's everybody. That's not just starters.
Everybody.
Well, you can't have a 2-man pitching staff. It just does not work. Even if those guys are as brilliant as Webb and Ray have been. 3-1 here. McDonald to Carroll with 2 down and nobody on. And there's a strike. Just kind of pumped one in there. 3-2.
See, that's the pitch. It was a front hip sinker that ran back down the middle. Carroll gave up on it. If he could land that pitch and then go crisscross with the slider, because the hitter, I got to start early to get that inside fastball. That totally opens up the slider if he can establish that fastball in.
3-2. Strike 3 called. Well, he fell behind 3-0, but he ends up coming back and striking out Carroll. Nicely done. And a good first inning for McDonald. Devers, Ramos, Lee.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 DBACKS win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark.
Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the 2nd fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yeah, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
Down. There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high car.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Proven framework delivering results 25% better than industry standards. Go to cumulusdigital.com, fill out our form, and move from guessing to knowing.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Rafi Devers takes strike one from Zach Gallen. It is inning number 2. Gallen, who threw just, 8 pitches in the first inning to retire the Giants in order. Devers hits big bouncer toward the middle over to his left. Perdomo's got it, and he throws out Devers at first. So that's 4 straight to start this game for Gallen. 1 out with Elliot Ramos coming up.
This is the Taco Bell second inning. Stop by your local Taco Bell to try their new Cantina Chicken menu. And remember to live Moss.
It's a real sort of discrepancy with Zach Gallen because the overall numbers are not good. I mean, this is a guy who's been one of the better pitchers in the league for a while. Last couple of years have been a struggle. This year, really a struggle. He throws strike one to Ramos. He's got one of the worst earned run averages of any regular starter in baseball. His ERA for the year is 6.15. 0-1 pitch. Ramos waves and misses at a slider, but you gave the numbers of recently in this ballpark. Gallen's been way better than those numbers.
Yeah, not to be a buzzkill, but his last 4 home starts, he's 4-0 with a 1.80 ERA and a 151 average against.
What in the world is happening on the road? Here's a pitch low, 1-2.
You look at the averages, 4-seam fastball, 331 against, 2-seam fastball, 444 against, slider 301, knuckle curve 359.
Ramos hits it foul. That one ran way inside. I mean, like a foot off the inside corner. Ramos, that could not have felt good. Swung at it and got jammed, and I think his hands are buzzing. Ramos asked for time. Now he's back in the box. It's good to have Elliot Ramos back. There's been a lot of loud contact since coming off the injured list. It's only been, 4 games. Hit a home run in the first game of this series. The pitch. High. Good take on a fastball. 2-2.
Could be wrong, but he looks like he's standing more upright in the batter's box. There's no bend in the knees. Bat straight up and down.
2-2. He hits a hard ground ball to third. Arenado has it. His throw across is there for out number 2. So 2 outs, and Jung-Hoo Lee comes to the plate. Treat yourself to a suite experience this summer. Elevate your game day with a private suite at Oracle Park. 12 to 20 guests starting at $175 per person. Summer matchups including the Blue Jays, the Rockies, the Angels. sfgiants.com/suites. Lee takes strike one. Jung-Hoo has really cooled off. Still has a top 5 batting average in the big leagues, but it's down to 316. It was up over 330. Takes this pitch for a strike, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Adrian Del Castillo catching tonight for Arizona. Moreno's the DH. Here's a pitch low, 1-2. Gurriel, Troy, Carroll in the outfield. Arenado, Perdomo, Marte, and Smith on the infield for the Diamondbacks defense. 0-0. Top of the second. Giants looking for their first base runner. 1-2. Lee takes outside. 2-2. Zach Gallen. Compact windup, pitches. Lee fouls it off to the left.
I always look for Jung-Hoo Lee to hit the ball the other way, and I know the hits are going to start coming. He's been in pull mode lately with a lot of ground balls to the pull side. Could be a byproduct of him doing some damage with some home runs, but as soon as he gets that base hit to left, he'll be locked in again.
2-2. He pulls this one on the ground to second. Right there, Marte. He'll throw out Lee, who was hustling up the first base line, but is out. And Zach Gallen's retired the first 6 hitters of this game. Midway through 2.
Out toward the wall. He jumps and he made the catch.
one of the great running catches at the wall you will ever see.
Corbin Carroll with a terrific rolling grab.
Sliding catch by the big 6'7" center fielder.
Alexander Wheels comes home on wood, and he is out at the plate.
No first baseman knows this ballpark better than Josh Naylor.
Well, he had to time that leap perfectly.
Great diving stop by Young.
Using that height to his advantage. Gonna leap, and he makes the catch.
Diving catch by Shaw.
Out goes Lindor, and makes the running catch.
Helps to have closing speed.
Diving play by McNeil. What a play.
Diving stop. Maidron to his feet. Oh, baby!
He caught it. What a great play.
That is a tremendous play by Ozzie Albies.
Dives, and he got it. They got him.
That was a terrific defensive play all the way around.
Nothing easy about this one.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Like this, who needs fireworks? The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Gabriel Moreno, he is the DH tonight for Arizona against Trevor McDonald. No score, bottom of the second. The pitch outside, ball one from McDonald. So for Trevor, one thing to work on here in this game, he retired the side in order, had 2 strikeouts, but he's fallen behind all 4 hitters to start this game. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Tony Vitello was kind of talking about that with McDonald to us before the game, about how when you've got the kind of natural movement that he has, sometimes sort of aiming for the plate and just letting the natural movement take over can be a good way to go. Here's a strike. He got the high strike there. It's 1-2, as opposed to like trying to be so fine and hit a corner.
Well, that's on the catcher. When you get a guy with a lot of movement, just set up right down the middle and let the pitch take care of itself. If you set up to a corner, it's hard for him to hit that corner because he doesn't know where it's going to end up.
Let's see where Kavanaugh sets the target here. 1-2. Kind of toward the outside corner. Here's a swing and a little chopper. Off the mound, McDonald fields. He'll throw to first in time to get Moreno. 1 out.
Don't miss a moment this season with Giants TV. Stream the entire season within the Giants territory for just $74.99. Watch games at home or on the go and stay connected all year long. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit Giants TV for details and start streaming today.
You're in Arizona, a 0-0 ball game. Bottom of the second, 1 out. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. against the right-hander McDonald. Swinging a foul. Man, he sharply pulled that right into the fence, protecting the Diamondbacks' third base side dugout. Scattered a bunch of his teammates. 0-1 to Gurriel. The pitch. Hit high in the air, and really just a pop-up, purely a pop-up to shortstop. Koss underneath it for the catch. 2 down. Let's pause here for station identification on the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio Network.
Happy 250th birthday, America. This is KNBR and KNBR FM San Francisco, a Cumulus Media station.
Here's Adrian Del Castillo. 2 down, and the base is empty. Pitch a little bit high, a slider, ball 1 to Del Castillo. We haven't seen him yet in this series until tonight. He's done some real good things against the Giants. His overall numbers are not very good, but he's had a lot of hits this year against the Giants. He takes a strike this time. 1-1. It looks like the home plate umpire, Nick Marley, has a pretty tall strike zone, at least in the first couple innings. 1-1 pitch from McDonald. Hit foul, and really just a foul tip right into the mid of Cavanaugh. 1-2. McDonald holding. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Del Castillo, big bouncer, fair ball, first base line. Devers has it, runs to the bag for the putout, and Trevor McDonald is matching Zach Gallen so far. Both pitchers have retired 6 in a row.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Turns out a minor tune-up to the Dodgers lineup may have Mookie Betts firing on all cylinders.
It's gone! There's the feel, there's the results.
Dave Roberts decided to give Mookie a new perspective on Tuesday, dropping him from his usual 2-hole down to the cleanup spot for the first time since 2017. Safe to say, Mookie's slumbering bat woke up.
And this ball is gone, a home run, as Mookie announces he is back.
Betts went atomic against the Rockies, launching 2 homers and driving in 5.
Well, Betts in that cleanup spot, and that's exactly what he's been doing with runs. He's been cleaning them up.
And hey, shout out Andy Pajes. He shifted up into the 2 spot, racked up 4 hits, and extended his MLB leading RBI total. The Dodgers have been winning and are on top in the NL West, but getting Mookie Betts back to his old self makes their chances at a three-peat look a whole lot better.
Learn more today by visiting carsforkids.org/hotcars. That's carsforkids.org/hotcars.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
We are coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth here in Phoenix, where the Giants and the Diamondbacks are scoreless, 0-0. Victor Barracoto takes a strike from Zach Gallen. Barracoto getting a chance to play tonight. We've seen sort of the yin and the yang with Victor as a young player, which happens to almost everybody in this game. He hits a foul here. There have been some incredible moments of brilliance. A walk-off home run. There's some great throws, some determined at-bats. There have been some base-running mistakes. It's just sort of run the gamut.
Well, you see it more than ever now at the major league level, where guys are learning how to play at this level. Guys are rushed to the big leagues now more than ever.
And there are lots of different reasons for that, and the Giants have tried to resist that in a lot of instances. Here's a pitch that misses down and in. 1-2, a changeup. And Barracoto, he's not an old guy at all, but he has had a lot of experience in the minor leagues. He's played a lot of games down there. 1-2 pitch. He hits a little liner to right field, slicing right back to Carroll. Out number 1. That was a banana ball. That thing sliced a ton. From where we sit, we had the perfect view of watching that line drive. I'd love to know how much that ball curved.
There's a power fade.
It really power fade. Here's Drew Cavanaugh, 2 for 10 so far as a big league hitter from the left side. He swings and misses. Had a good cut there. Had a fastball right down the middle. 0-1 the count.
There's a little Sean Casey in Drew Cavanaugh's swing.
It's not a bad call. The pitch. That one is right on the outside corner, strike 2. Casey's a taller player than Cavanaugh, but kind of similar body type and setup and stance. 0-2 pitch. High. Check swing. 1-2. They have it's a really cool shot if you're watching the game on TV, the sort of wire camera, the zip line camera that they have. 1-2 pitch. Low. 2-2. But the way that they hang it here in Phoenix, the wire from the seat that I'm sitting in, when the thing passes the home plate area, it blocks home plate. And it does it like 100 times a game. It's a tough job. Here's a pitch low, 3-2. It's like, and here's the pitch, and then you don't see the pitch because there's a camera zipping right in front of it. It's just it just keeps going back and forth. 3-2 pitch. Kavanaugh takes strike 3, and he's going to challenge. I don't know. That one was low, but did it clip the strike zone? I'm not sure.
Close.
Let's see. Challenge coming, and strike. The very top of the ball got the very bottom of the strike zone, 2 down. Kavanaugh thought he had drawn a walk.
I don't mind that challenge, even though it's early in the game on a payoff pitch.
Well, it was definitely an action pitch. I mean, that was ball 4 or strike 3. That is a high leverage pitch. Here's Koss. Back in the big leagues. The sad thing for Christian, he takes this pitch on the outside corner. That was borderline, called strike 1. Koss got optioned down finally. Hardly played in the beginning part of the year. And so when he did get a chance to play, he wasn't sharp. He lines this one past the dive of Perdomo into left field, base hit. Koss with a big turnaround first. He'll stop there, though. A bullet line drive at 108 from Christian Koss for the first hit and first base runner for the Giants. Saw a lot of that last year.
We did. I think it was frustrating for all of us that he didn't play very much early in the season. He probably pitched more than he played. That's a nice return for Christian Koss. That was it well. He's still got the sweatbands that say Koss on them in orange with the money signs.
The swag did not go away.
The money sign, the S's are money signs.
So Christian has a great personality. He does. Strike 1 to Luis Arraez. So there's the first Giants base runner. Arenado playing in at third. Arraez hits a pop-up. So not this time for Arraez. Shallow right center. Who's going to take it? 4 different Diamondbacks are there. It's Corbin Carroll, the right fielder, who makes a catch.
Christian Koss went back to first with 2 outs.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are tie cups.
These are tie cups.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
There's another ball. It scoots over near the Phillies dugout, and this ball is going to try to, it stays on the lip, and Schmidt's going to try to come home. Nobody's covering. Oh my goodness. The New York Mets flat fell asleep. No one covered home. I have never in my life seen that.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
That ball bounces out into San Francisco Bay. The first big league home run for Bryce Eldridge.
Hear it all on the sports leader. Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Ball one from Trevor McDonald to Nolan Arenado. Last of the third, no score. Giants and the Diamondbacks. Arenado, Smith, and Tommy Troy, bottom third of the order for the D-backs. Last game of the series, headed to Denver after this one. Here's a ball outside. 2-0. For any July game when we get back home, I mean, you could ask the Rockies nicely if this would apply to a game at Coors Field, but we're talking about games at home, July games. 2-0 pitch. Arenado takes ball 3. You can get a beer with your purchase of a Giants ticket. Enjoy a Coors Light at your next ball game with special tickets starting at only $19. Blue Jays, Rockies, Angels, Brewers, all coming to town. sfgiants.com/beer. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. There is a disclaimer on that for fans age 21 and up.
It's a good slash, though.
It is. It's one of the best slashes we've ever had.
Beer.
Just keep it simple. Tell them what it's all about. 3-1. Swing and a high pop fly, shallow center, sprinting in Jung-Hoo Lee. And he's going to let Arise, who just wanted to catch it, go back from second and catch it. So he did. Arenado retired after falling behind 3-0. A good job by McDonald there. He set down the first 7 of the game.
I think Luis just wanted to play on that ball. He was on the shortstop side of second into medium center field. He just wanted to play.
He was like the 4th choice on that ball to actually catch it, and he did. Pavin Smith stands in with Bay Area native Tommy Troy on deck. Smith takes strike 1. Who's on deck? Sponsored by TimberTech. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. 0-1 pitch. Way outside. You hear that vendor? Oh, he must have gotten a sale. He heard us talking about the slash.
He did. Screaming cold beer here.
1-1 pitch. And that one misses outside. Ball 2. You don't have to be a beer drinker to kind of appreciate that as a part of the feel of being at a ball game.
With the hot dog.
You don't have to eat hot dogs to appreciate it. Here's a swing and a foul. 2-2. Not everybody's into hot dogs.
I've never been a Cracker Jack guy, though. I don't hate them, but I don't think of baseball and Cracker Jacks. Even though we sing it every single game.
Peanuts and Cracker Jacks, man. I don't care. 2-2 pitch. Off the inside. 3-2. Kettle corn. I really like kettle corn.
I like kettle corn.
Better than Cracker Jacks.
Buy me some peanuts and kettle corn. Just doesn't have the same ring.
No. 3-2 pitch. Smith hits a liner. Caught at second by Arise. It almost caught him. Luis jumped and maybe thought it was hit a little hard. Well, it was hit 106. It was hit hard. And the ball almost took his glove off his hand. 2 down.
Could have been a knuckleball. Sometimes when hitters squared up perfectly, it's got a little knuckleball effect where it's dancing as it's coming to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped up and then kind of ducked his head out of the way.
Tommy Troy takes a strike. Not quite a snow cone. There's another sort of food reference, but this ball was kind of rattling around in his glove as he squeezed it. 0-1 to Troy. Tommy Troy waiting for the pitch from McDonald, and it's off the outside. 1-1.
Well, I'm blaming the salad you had for dinner on you talking about food right now.
Yeah. The salad's not as exciting as beer, hot dog, Cracker Jacks, kettle corn, snow cone. What else? Pretzel. Swing and a foul by Tommy Troy. 1-2. I think that's kettle corn right down below us. Is that kettle corn right there? Kettle corn and popcorn. You guys got one of those trees, the long rod with all the stuff attached to it.
How did you see that? It's popcorn and kettle corn that looks like a Christmas tree of both.
1-2 pitch. That's my superpower, FP. Here's a pitch outside. 2-2. This is the place where the same guy who's at Scottsdale Stadium. We got a vendor in the booth, apparently. Troy swings and misses, strike 3. And Trevor McDonald has another perfect inning. The guy at Scottsdale Stadium, lemonade, just like Grandma made. He's a good one. He comes here sometimes. I haven't heard him yet tonight. We'll be listening. We go.
Pack your bags. It's time for a road twib. In a brand new segment, we're hitting the road, and our first stop is a big one. It's Yankee Stadium. Opened in 2009, Yankee Stadium's majestic presentation reflects the iconic look of the original stadium that once stood just across the street. Make your way over to Monument Park to see a collection of plaques and retired numbers that honor both Yankee legends and baseball greats. Over at the Yankees Museum, look back at over 100 years of team history. Time to grab a bite to eat. Maybe the classic chicken bucket or the ice cream chicken bucket. Whatever your appetite, they've got something for you. But the main event is always Yankees baseball, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Sit with the bleacher creatures in right field and join in on the famous roll call. Or take your place in the judges' chambers. Action and history are at every turn, and all fans will find something to appreciate at the home of the Bronx Bombers.
Tatsuya Imai facing 6 lefties tonight. Imai ahead 1-2. And he gets a swing and a miss. Down goes McGonigal to start this one. Tatsuya picks up where he left off last start. Torkelson down on strikes. Imai, after that fancy play, picks up his 3rd strikeout for the second out of the inning. Swing and a miss. How about Imai tonight? Looking strong. He is matching Troy Melton. 4 strikeouts and no hits through 2 for both pitchers.
The Giants in 12 beat the Pirates 7-6.
Hear it all on the Giants Radio Network. Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Casey Schmidt against Zach Gallen. The Giants nothing, the Diamondbacks nothing, and a first pitch fastball inside taken by Schmidt for ball 1. Coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth. Schmidt, who's 0 for 1, hitting .282 for the year. He swings and misses here at a slider. It's 1-1. It's been a little while, hasn't it, for Casey to go deep? How long has it been since Schmidt has had a home run? About 11 days. Here's a check swing and a ball down and away. 2-1. He leads the Giants with 16 home runs. Rafi Devers now has 15. Our leaderboard update sponsored by Bank of America, proud sponsor of the Junior Giants, helping inspire tomorrow's leaders on and off the field. Schmidt lines one down the left field line, and it is foul. He hooked it foul. Casey Schmidt. This one isn't an out, but the theme of this series in some ways, I mean, it's the big picture theme is the Giants can't beat the Diamondbacks. The smaller theme within the Giants team is how many times can Casey Schmidt hit a ball hard without getting a hit?
I saw Casey in the clubhouse today get a new haircut. Maybe he's trying to change it up a little bit, but that ball was roasted and just hooked foul. But to your point on his first at-bat, he got into a count, a 2-1 count. He hasn't had many of those lately.
No. 2-2. He pulls this one foul. Well, it makes a big difference. And he's done a good job as a hitter in his career of tightening that part of his game up. He has. His walk rate is really low, but it doesn't mean he's just wildly chasing and getting himself out over and over again. 2-2. He got jammed here and rolls one on the ground towards short. Arenado over to pick it up and kind of balloons one over to first in time to get Schmidt. Casey's 0 for 2. Up comes Bryce Eldridge. Eldridge hit it hard his first at bat, but on the ground and was thrown out. So he's 0 for 1. And Bryce is going through a little bit of a cold spell. Gallen to Eldridge. Strike, and he didn't challenge. Giants have already used a challenge unsuccessfully. That one was low. And Bryce, I know Bryce knew it, but first pitch of the at bat, you're down to 1. 0-1 pitch. Gallen goes down there again, this time with a changeup, and Eldridge takes it for ball 1.
His challenge for a rookie is how the league adjusts to you, and then adjusting back to just that, how they adjust to you. Knowing how they're working you, where they're going, and they've been going hard into Bryce lately.
Here's a swing and a miss. He went way in, Gallen did, off the plate with a slider, and Eldridge swung at it, 1-2. It's definitely been a theme with the way they're pitching to Eldridge. Gallen's 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Wow, right on the outside corner. Eldridge didn't like that one, but again, he doesn't use the challenge. 2 down.
I think you make a really good point about using a challenge early in the game and then missing that challenge where it puts pressure on everybody else to not use that last challenge. Or maybe if you had 2, you think about it, oh, that's not a big deal, but we already used one, so I don't want to be the selfish guy.
Change up, ball 1 to Devers. It really does change the whole strategy for a team when you use one of those challenges early and it's not successful. Down and in with a change up to Devers, 2-0. Giants only have 1 hit and 1 base runner through the first 3 2/3 innings. Diamondbacks haven't had a base runner yet. Gallen and McDonald both just kind of rolling along. 2-0 the count. Devers hits a high fly ball center field. Going back on it, Troy, right at the edge of the warning track to make the catch. Out number 3. Just kind of missed squaring that one up. Devers did. And it came up short. So another.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
Together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare.
Living in the Bay Area means busy days, which is why a good night's sleep matters. Check out the cooling mattresses at Mancini Sleep World and save up to $1,200 during their 4th of July sale. Visit sleepworld.com to find a location near you.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Top of the order for the Diamondbacks against Trevor McDonald. 4th inning, 0-0. Swing and a miss by Marte. Went after a first pitch changeup, trying to ambush McDonald. Strike 1. Good pitch call there. Marte's working on his streak. He's homered in 4 straight games. Here's the pitch. Pulled on the ground, foul. So now he's behind in the count 0-2. That ties a Diamondbacks franchise record. They've had, over the years, they've had a lot of good home run hitters, even though they haven't been around that long. Our Ask the Announcer question, sponsored by Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare. Who shares that record now with Marte? 4 straight games with a home run in a Diamondbacks uniform. It's a bunch of players. 0-2 pitch. Marte takes low. Eugenio Suarez, he did it 2 different times. Eduardo Escobar, remember Eduardo Escobar? Good player.
Yep.
Mark Trumbo. Big old Mark Trumbo. He took a hack. Homered in 4 straight games. Mark Reynolds, who was same kind of guy, like the Yuckadoo all-or-nothing swing. Here's a ball pulled. Foul. 1-2. Troy Gloss did it 2 different times. Troy Gloss, mostly known for his time with the Angels, but 1 year, 2 different streaks with the Diamondbacks. And Reggie Sanders all the way back in 2001 on that World Championship team. 1-2 pitch. Just inside, 2-2. It's kind of a cool list anyway.
It's a good list. I think of Reggie Sanders running over catchers. That's my first thought. He used to a football player type guy, and he would blow up catchers at the plate all the time. Back when you could.
2-2. Marte, ground ball, foul. Devers ranged to his left, gloved it, and came up ready to throw, but a foul ball. Good effort by Devers.
Good sequence so far between McDonald and Kavanaugh to Marte. He's even closer to the plate this time than he was last time. His toes are out of the batter's box closest to the plate, and they're just pounding them in with off-speed and fastballs. But you got to get it in there. If you miss, you're in trouble.
2-2. The pitch. He went up and away and wants to do baseball. Change up, 3-2. Well, Marte now, McDonald's been efficient. He hadn't allowed a base runner yet, but that was the 7th pitch of this at bat. What was it, an 8-pitch at bat to start the game, I think? 8th pitch here to Marte, 3-2. He grounds one into left center field, base hit. Giants had Schmidt over playing short and coughs up the middle, and Marte just poked one on through. First hit, first base runner for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I think they wanted it in, and it just leaked back out over the plate. I think it might have been a changeup. Allowed him to get extended, barrel to the baseball, a little 5.5 Tony Gwynn base hit.
Tony Gwynn didn't hit a whole lot of those 108 miles an hour, though.
No.
Like Marte just did. I mean, that pitch was well off the outside. That's pretty impressive to be able to hit it that hard. So now Perdomo, and we'll see if Marte has any ideas. Diamondbacks haven't been as much of a running team. Here's pitch low to Perdomo. Marte only has 1 steal. He's one of the reasons why those team numbers are down. Corbin Carroll has 9 steals. Not a huge number. 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a foul by Perdomo. Change up 1-1. Gosh, for a couple of years we would come here and it was like as soon as somebody got on first base, it was red alert time. They're still, I would still say they have a lot of good base runners. They take extra bases. They put some pressure on you with their speed, but not a lot of stolen bases. McDonald misses down and in with a changeup, 2-1. The fastest Diamondback is on deck, Corbin Carroll. Perdomo's got 12 steals. He's the guy hitting right now. He's also been caught 8 times. Now a swing and a high fly ball left field. Just kind of ambling back is Barracoto and short of the warning track. He'll catch it. Tagging Marte, but he was just bluffing. So just making sure. And if Barracoto had fallen asleep, well, maybe Marte was going to be in a position to take an extra base, tag up and go to second. But he goes back to first, 1 out.
I mean, if you got an arm like Barracoto, maybe you act like you're falling asleep out there and try to deke the runner into going.
No kidding. He's got an unbelievable arm, and we've seen it a few times already.
And it's accurate, too.
Carroll fouls the first pitch from McDonald off to the left, out of play. Strike one.
Vladimir Guerrero Sr. probably had the best arm I ever saw, but he didn't know where it was going all the time. And we used to joke on the bench that third base coaches would hold runners, and we'd be sending them because Vladdy would throw him into the dugout sometimes. He didn't know where it was going. But Barracoto's got a strong arm, and it's accurate.
Carroll takes strike two. High sinker, 0-2. It might be time to give Barracoto a little longer leash in terms of playing time at bats. See those defensive tools. Just let him play a little more here. He's got some true ability. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Change up. Carroll goes down. Strikes out for the second straight time against McDonald.
Every once in a while, Trevor McDonald will vary his delivery where he doesn't pick up his leg and he kind of quick pitches you. It's usually with the changeup, and that was the abbreviated delivery with a changeup. So he rushed Carroll with the delivery, and then he pulled the string. Nicely done.
Seems like that's deliberate. That's not a bad combo there. The quick pitch motion where you get antsy. There goes Marte. Pitch taken. Kavanaugh's throw. Tag. Safe. Ooh, that was close. Pretty good throw by Drew Kavanaugh. Marte, for now, has his second steal. Giants are asking for a minute, but I think he was safe. Giants are not going to challenge. It's a different kind of challenge than the ABS system.
You got a guy that has one stolen base on the year. It's all it takes to keep him close at first is one throw over. But if you forget about him, that was an ambush steal. He took off early, got a good jump. Like you said, good throw by Kavanaugh, just a little late.
0-1 the count. The pitch. Half swing and a miss by Moreno. And it's strike two. Kavanaugh's throw was measured at 81 miles an hour, that's like 90th percentile. And it's in a quick release play. That's good velocity on that throw. Now Moreno uses his time. Didn't look to me like he had quite as quick a transition as, so we see Susac sometimes have really fast transitions. Patrick Bailey was good at that.
Similar to middle infielders turning a double play. There's some guys that do it quicker than others. It's all about the footwork.
0-2. The pitch. Down and away. Kavanaugh was our guest in the pregame on the Around the Park show, and I asked him, so how do because the talk around the Giants is how much this guy's improved. I said, what's your game plan for improving? How would you describe your process for getting better as a pro? And he said, well, the number one thing is having a game plan going into the offseason. 1-2, down and away. The way Drew put it was like, I just identified a few things that I had to get better at, and that's what was my entire focus in the offseason.
And as a player, that shifts from season to season. You rarely have the same workout schedule, the same game plan of how to get better. It's always an evolutionary process.
Marte runs again. The pitch taken, the throw, tag, safe again. Well, McDonald's just not paying attention to Ketel Marte. And he had one steal all year coming into this July 1st game. In this fourth inning, he's got 2 steals alone. It was another good throw.
Remember a few years ago that Logan Webb just got run all over? And back to your point of making adjustments and how every offseason is different, he made it a priority to keep runners close at first, to change his delivery, work on his throw over, all those things. And now guys don't run on Logan Webb anymore, so maybe that's something Trevor McDonald will work on this offseason.
That was a 95th percentile throw. He threw that one almost 84 miles an hour, that throw from Kavanaugh. Still not enough because of the big jump. Runner at third, 2 down, no score, 3-2. Fouled away by Moreno. Well, it's one little single, but now a runner at third because of the steals. It really changes the approach for Moreno, for the pitcher. Puts a lot more pressure on McDonald here. It's a scoreless game, bottom 4. Here's the set. And the 3-2. Moreno fouls another one.
Hitters like to hit with a runner on third, even with 2 outs, because it takes away all the off speed in the dirt. You feel like pitchers don't want to throw a wild pitch, so you look for the ball up as a hitter.
Cavanaugh sets the target. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Threw a changeup, and he got him. So McDonald gives up the hit and the 2 steals, but no runs. He's got 5 strikeouts through 4 scores.
Ketel Marte, for the first time in his career, has homered in 4 consecutive ball games. He's homered in 4 straight, 5 of his last 6. That's 17.
1 earned run, 2 runs on 1 hit, no walks, and 9 strikeouts for Tarek Skubal. Just nice to see him get back to being dominating Tarek Skubal, because this is the guy we're going to see a lot of the rest of the year.
7 scoreless innings for Christopher Sanchez tonight, lowers his ERA to exactly 2.00.
It's a long home run for Junior Caminero. He's homered now in 5 consecutive games.
He has 8 home runs in his last 7 games. Those are video game numbers.
What a start for Cade Cavalli. Ends his night with an even 100 pitches, strikes out a career-high 13, and gets some love from his teammates and coaches.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Ohtani and Tucker gave him a heck of a battle, but Roop gets the strikeout.
Hear it all on the Giants Radio Network. Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Elliot Ramos against Zach Gallen. First pitch. Ramos hits a high drive. Left center field. And gone! 1-0 Giants. Ramos just blasted that one. The first pitch of the inning is the first run of the game. Here in the 5th, Giants jump ahead by a run. Second home run of the series, 6th of the year for Ramos. Has missed all that time and is just coming back from injury, and they missed him.
They did. The upright stance got on top of it. It was 90 miles an hour. And that was a big league ambush.
Yeah, he did not miss that one. Jung-Hoo Lee takes ball 1 high. Home Run Tracker, sponsored by Belmont Pioneer, built on relationships, built to last. Visit BelmontPioneer.com. 111 off the bat. Lee checks his swing, but went around, according to the third base umpire. So instead of 2-0, it's 1-1. 427 feet. That was a bolt of lightning. Lee pulls one into right field, base hit. He got a changeup, and Jung-Hoo has a single. So the Giants, who only had 1 hit in the first 4 innings, go home run single back-to-back to start the 5th. And they've hardly made, I mean, Zach Gallen's still to this moment only thrown 53 pitches. There have hardly been any deep counts.
But this is a time when you can be aggressive early in the count. Gallen's really established the strike zone here early. He's getting ahead of everybody, so why not?
Victor Barracoto takes low. That's a good take. Ball 1.
Game plans can change throughout the course of a game.
1-0 count to Barracoto. Cavanaugh on deck. Runner at first. Lee the pitch. Barracoto, high drive. Left field, and this one gone. Second home run of the inning, and that was a bolt from Barracoto. His 4th already. 3-0 Giants. Wasn't quite as much of a line drive home run. It had a little more arc to it, but it was hit hard and almost to that same spot to the left of 413 in deep left center field.
Ramos's homer was the first pitch. Jung-Hoo's single was the third pitch, and that was the second pitch of the sequence. So the Giants are coming out swinging here in the fifth against Zach Gallen. I like the aggressive approach all of a sudden. It's working.
Yes, it is. Ramos and Barracoto. Nice combo here in the inning to put the Giants ahead 3-0. Habas Law mound visit with the pitching coach for the D-backs and Gallen. Home run tracker for Barracoto, sponsored by Belmont Pioneer. Built on relationships, built to last. Visit BelmontPioneer.com. And for Barracoto, 422 feet, almost as far. 103 off the bat, not quite as hard, but a really impressive swing from him. Now meeting over, and Kavanaugh takes strike one.
That was the first home run by Barracoto in his last three that wasn't 445 feet away from home plate. Last two were that.
He's not getting cheated. Here's a swing and a little looping liner into right center field. Kavanaugh's got a hit. That is 4 straight hits for the Giants here in the fifth inning. They had one base runner total in the first 4 innings. And Kavanaugh's aboard, still nobody out.
Was that the second pitch?
That was the second pitch.
They're ambushing big time. Give you an idea how new Drew Kavanaugh is to the big leagues on my MLB app over here. He doesn't have a headshot. It's just a silhouette.
Here in Arizona, Koss takes a ball. They have headshots where they put the player's number and name, but also the headshot up on like the ribbon board and the big video board. So a bunch of different spots around the ballpark. And yesterday I noticed they were using Drew Gilbert's headshot for both Gilbert and for Kavanaugh. It's like nobody noticed that. Here's a swing and a ball, top foul, 1-1.
Well, in big league spring training, you have photo day, where you go take your Topps baseball card, you take the shots for the scoreboard, you go around to about 10, 12 different photographers. And Drew Kavanaugh wasn't in spring training with the Giants, so nobody has a picture of him.
He was not.
Someone go down there and take one.
Just get an iPhone out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Del Castillo. I asked him about that today, Drew, and about not being in spring training. He said, well, I did early in spring especially. I would come over and catch bullpen. So he said, I got a chance to work with some of these guys. I never got into any big league games. I wasn't really in big league camp, but he said, early on when they need extra bodies, I would come over and catch pens. So that was at least something. The pitch. Koss hits a little topper. It's going to dribble foul on the third base side. But it's really like for a young catcher to not have even been in spring training, and then you come up in the middle of a season and you're having to learn everybody, almost everybody. There are a few, McDonald and a few other of the younger Giants pitchers where he's worked with a little bit, but not many.
And when you say learn everybody, it's not just their art, it's their temperament, how to handle them, when to go out for a mound visit, when not to.
Some of that stuff takes a lot of time. He's got a crash course going now. 2-2. Koss takes that one a little bit high. 3-2. Well, Koss having good at bats. The thing about Koss was when the Giants finally optioned him down earlier in the year, he got hurt almost right away. Broke his wrist, got hit by a pitch, and missed a month. 3-2. Koss pulls one on the ground toward third. Big hop for Arenado. He's going to go to second and get the out there. Kavanaugh actually went in with a slide, trying to beat that throw. The second baseman, Marte, was stretching out like a first baseman towards Arenado to try to get that ball as quickly as possible. So they get the out at second on the fielder's choice.
See if Arise joins the ambush party. Doesn't always swing at the first pitch, but every once in a while.
Arise is 0 for 2. There goes Koss running. Arise fouls one off. Man, Koss got a huge jump there and was going to steal that base maybe without a throw.
He's still putting on his oven mitts and putting his elbow guard in his back pocket. He was stealing with all kinds of stuff in his hand.
Hasn't even had a chance to get the equipment right. He still hasn't. He hasn't even fastened his glove. Now a throw over, and he'll, with that glove loose, dives back to the bag. It's never boring with Koss. One problem is you have to take off so much stuff when you hit. Now he's getting the sliding glove on the left hand. I mean, this is like he still can't get it on. He doesn't have enough time. The pitch. A pitch out. Now he's got a little extra time. He might need some help. Can Shane Robinson come over like a little kid trying to get his snow mittens on a snow day? He can't. He needs help. Somebody needs to pull him on.
He's got a whole Dick's Sporting Goods going on over there at first.
1-1 the count. The pitch. Arise pulls this one. Foul. Well, I just like Christian Koss provides energy.
Agreed.
He's moving. He's aggressive. He's got a hit already tonight. He's trying to steal a base. He's giving a little distraction to the pitcher with Arise up there.
He's a baseball player.
Now Arise uses his timeout. Giants have gone ahead 3-0. All 3 runs here in this inning. Still only 1 out. The pitch. Arise hits it foul. Oh, no. Off his foot. He's been hurting there. That's the tender spot, that right foot. And Arise is definitely hurting again.
He's got a guard on his right foot, but the guard is protecting something, and even if you hit it off the guard, there's something under there that still hurts.
Yeah, he's got an extra layer, more than usual, but that's not enough. Well, he's back in the batter's box. He's still playing. He's not 100%. Man, that was a week ago. 1-2. Throw over. Koss goes back in standing.
All right, that's 2 disengagements. He should be off to the races here.
Time to go. Shane Robinson just came over and whispered something to him, and I think it was probably that reminder. Hey, that's 2.
And there's 1 out.
1-2. He's not running. Arise hits this one foul on the ground. Arise is battling here. He's been behind in the count the whole time. But that was the 7th pitch. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat coming up.
Part of me thinks Luis Arise likes to hit with 2 strikes, even better than being in a 3-1 count.
1-2. Arise, ground ball to second. Marte has it to second 1. Perdomo to first. Got him double play, and Arise not running well at all. So Koss ended up not going after that first great jump, and the Giants hit into a double play. But they get 3 runs. Ramos with a homer. Barracoto with a homer. It's 3-0 Giants midway through 5 on the.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
In right field, but they're going to have to hold Jeltz at third. Going now, the ball gets away from O'Neill. He kicks it to Benzinger.
No, I do not believe it.
He kicked the ball to Todd Benzinger. You will never, ever again see this, so take a look.
And it is a perfect kick. This is the all-timer.
Shea Langoliers, who's made the most noise in this game out of anyone. Shea drives it to deep center field. Varsho going back. Still going. As far as he can go. This game is tied. A crowd silencer in Toronto. A 2-homer game for Langoliers. And we are all evened up at 2.
Knotted in 2s, and Langoliers gets one center cut and unloads. Just pummeling baseballs.
coverage. Hear it all on the Giants Radio Network. To Giants baseball on your smart speaker. Just say play KNBR.
Leading off for the D-backs, left fielder, Carlos Jr.
It's 3-0 Giants, so Trevor McDonald will pitch with a lead for the first time. The K Counter is sponsored by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's Cars for Kids with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. Lourdes Gurriel against McDonald, right-handed hitter against the righty. First pitch is way outside for ball one. McDonald so far, and he has had pretty good strikeout stuff. We don't really think of him as a strikeout pitcher, but 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, and only 1 hit allowed. But now pitching with the lead, 3-0 Giants. Gurriel takes a pitch high, 2-0. So it's an important hitter just to kind of, we always talk about shutdown innings and whatever you feel about that and the idea of momentum in a game, but your offense just struck first, and now is swinging a liner to left. Here comes Barracoto, and he'll dive and catch it. And hopefully he's okay. He hit the turf hard. And that left shoulder kind of jammed in. He gets up a little gingerly. I think he's going to stay in the game, but that looked awkward. Barracoto with a heck of a play.
When you're going full speed and you dive on the turf, sometimes it's like Velcro and dive it on the carpet in your living room. You just stick. The grass you slide, the turf you stick, and he's stuck. What a play.
I don't recommend that, diving on your carpet in your living room.
Yeah, try it right now if you're listening at home.
Del Castillo takes a ball, knock over the coffee table, whatever.
Let's get a running start down the stairs and just dive head first into the carpet.
Yeah, kids, get to that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Del Castillo hits a fly ball toward Barracoto. It's going to be a little more routine. Toward the line, over a few steps, reaches up, makes a catch, 2 down. He's still feeling it out there. Hopefully he's all right. Barracoto, he's doing a lot of good things for the Giants. He just hit a 2-run homer. We've seen him flash some glove work in the outfield. And again, I'll repeat, I don't want this to sound patronizing with Barracoto because he's not a perfect player. He does have some flaws. There's a reason it's taken him a long time to get a big league opportunity. The pitch, Arenado takes a strike. But Victor, he's got power, he's got bat speed, he's got a little foot speed, he has a really strong arm. He has some major league quality tools. He does. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. You can kind of, with Barracoto, almost envision the Ramos track. I mean, Ramos was so young and was a prospect, was a first-round pick for so long. But in the minor leagues, it was not a smooth path. I mean, he had a lot of ups and downs, and as a young big leaguer, went through some real struggles. I think there is a comparison to be made. 0-2 pitch. Outside with a slider, 1-2.
To your point, though, there might be some growing pains. There might be some things you see that are scratch your head, but let him go. See what he can do. I mean, he's basically doing it.
Here's the pitch from McDonald. Arenado takes outside. Giants ask for the appeal. No swing, says the first base umpire. 2-2.
And I might be mistaken, but I feel like, what does he have? 4 home runs now, all against righties, or most against righties, so he's definitely not a platoon player.
2-2. Way outside, full count. I mean, Barracoto, 2 at-bats tonight and has hit the home run. So he's got 37 big league at-bats and 4 home runs. That's pretty good. 2 down, nobody on here in the last of the 5th. The Giants have a 3-0 lead. Pitch number 75 from Trevor McDonald coming up here to Arenado. He hits a ground ball toward third, but it'll kick foul. Schmidt fielded it, but in foul ground.
He came in hitting .273 against righties. Small sample size, though, just 11 at-bats, so that number went up tonight so far.
3-2. Here's the pitch. Arenado grounds this one, and it's going to stay fair. Schmidt comes in, fields, shows off his strong arm, fires to first to get Arenado, and McDonald has that shutdown inning.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
With the purchase of select suite combinations. Uniquely style your kitchen at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Casey Schmidt for the Giants against Zach Gallen. The starter's still in there, and strike one, a slider to jump ahead 0-1 against Schmidt. Eldridge on deck, and then Devers. Giants have a 3-0 lead. Schmidt is 0 for 2 this whole part of the lineup. 0 for. Now Schmidt pulls it foul down the third base line, and he's behind in the count 0-2. The top 4 hitters in the Giants order tonight, none of them have reached base safely, and yet they lead 3-0. Ramos and Lee and Barracoto and Cavanaugh and Koss, those have been the guys who have been getting the hits. 0-2. Schmidt strikes out swinging. He chased a changeup way down and in. Out number 1. Here's Eldridge. Price looked very cranky after his last at-bat. There were 2 different pitches I think he wanted to challenge. It might have been right on both of them. It didn't. Ended up being called out on strikes. Takes this one low for ball 1, a curveball. Eldridge is still perfect on his challenges this year. He's the best on the Giants. He really, really knows the strike zone. 1-0. Swings and misses. Well, he chased there. He's been chasing a little more frequently. It's not to say that he's perfect in terms of never swinging at a pitch out of the zone, but he knows balls and strikes. Eldridge takes this one, and that clips the outside corner 1-2. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. 3-0 Giants, top 6, the pitch. Eldridge hits it foul. Just got a piece of a curveball.
There's value in him playing every day now. This is all a learning process. Going through the highs, going through the lows. How do I get out of it? How do I stay in it?
1-2, and he swings and misses over a changeup, strike 3. Very true. He's 21 years old, and was the hottest hitter in the National League for a few weeks, or certainly one of them, and now has had a week or 10 days where he's cooled off, and it's part of the process. Here's Devers. Devers takes strike one, get it in, curveball. Gallen's throwing a lot of curveballs here in the 6th inning. Devers 0 for 2, hitting .240. Hit his 250th career home run yesterday. Takes this one low for a ball. With Elliot Ramos out on deck. Giants have the 3-0 lead, 2 down against Gallen. This will be pitch number 80 from Gallen. Fastball misses up and away. 2-1. They have the slowest scoreboard operator in the league here. Now a swing and a foul. I second guess myself all the time. I call it, there's a ball, 2-1. I look up and it hasn't changed. And it takes like 4 seconds to change.
The fastest one in all of baseball, you know it. Wrigley Field.
Wrigley.
We used to play a game in the dugout to try to look before they change it, and it's like the pitch, the call, and it's up there.
Yeah, you can't see it change if you're watching the pitch. 2-2. Off the inside, full count to Devers. This is the opposite of Wrigley in so many ways. There's no ivy. There's no friendly confines. There's no sun. There's no wind. There is a swimming pool. Now time.
And whoever's doing the balls and strikes in the scoreboard is that guy you play behind in golf that just lines up every putt, marks his ball, won't let you play through.
Yeah. Yo, dude, you're putting for an 8. Let's go. 3-2 to Devers. The pitch. Low, ball 4.
Good at bat.
It was. First walk drawn by a Giant tonight. Comes with 2 outs with Ramos coming up. Let's pause here quickly for station identification on the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio Network.
This is the flagship of Giants baseball. Double play! KNBR and KNBR FM San Francisco, the sports leader.
Zach Gallen to Ramos, the pitch. Elliott takes a fastball for a strike. I think we should make Elliott's home run the call of the game, sponsored by Ring Central, voice of your business. Put the Giants on the board. It was the first run for either side. Just last inning. Now he's hitting here again in the 6th. With Devers at first and 2 down. Ramos swings and misses. Had a big cut there. 0-2. Fastball came up and in. The 2-strike pitch from Gallen. Ramos got a piece, hits it foul. Still 0-2. The pitch. Ramos takes that one down low, a 90-mile-an-hour slider. Diamondbacks, I don't think there's anybody warming up in the bullpen, but for the first time there's some people walking around in the bullpen. The 1-2 for Gallen. Ramos hits it foul down the right field line. Out of play.
Probably not going to happen. I'd love to see Rafi Devers do one of those takeoff early ambush steals here in a 1-2 count.
I think he's thinking about it.
He was jumping around the pitch before. That's what made me think of it. Why not? You're up by 3, 1-2 counts. Just take off.
Shuffle, 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 go.
Yeah, he's shown us he's not slow.
He's not going anywhere. Ramos takes low. 2-2. I was like building it up. Oh, man, he's good. And then he just stood there. Well, Ramos was fighting here. That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat after falling behind 0-2 right away. The 2-2. Ramos blasts one foul down the left field line. Oh, boy. He hit that hard, but very foul. Started playing Plinko. It bounced off a seat. It hit a rail. It bounced down below into the bullpen, but before it made it there, it hit another rail.
And then landed in the $10,000 slot.
That's the good one. You don't want like the $250. I mean, I'll take it. Here's a swing and a high drive to right field and deep. Carroll back at the wall. He'll jump, and it's off the top of the wall and stays in play. Devers around third. He's going to score. Around to third, Ramos sliding in safely with a triple. 4-0 Giants, and nearly an opposite field homer. I think it hit the very top of the wall.
That was a big league at bat. Worked back into the count. They tried to come up and in, left it up and away. Gallen wanted that on his hands, and it was over the plate. Carroll jumped up, and it was off his glove and off the very top of the fence. And then bounced back into play. Tony Vitello's coming out right now to check to see if it was a home run.
That's amazing, really, that it didn't bounce over. The thing about these kind of plays is you don't have to use your actual challenge.
The call on the field is that the ball was in play. This is a crew chief review of potential home run.
Okay. That's good to know from Tripp Gibson. That's a pretty clear explanation. I think, FP, watching the replay, I think they got the call right.
I think so, too.
There's really no harm in asking, and the crew almost always is going to say, yeah, we'll look at it.
I think it touched Corbin Carroll's glove, and that might have kept it in. Taking a little off it. The yellow top of the fence in right center field is padded. So it hit that padding and it kind of squished into the top of the fence and came back.
It was a great effort by Carroll.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The ball is in play. There is no home run.
But it is a triple. It's another run for the Giants. They lead 4-0. Well, for Ramos, no home run, but very impressive. And now Gallen's going to throw a practice pitch before Jung-Hoo Lee gets back in the batter's box. Session in the middle of the game.
Working on something after the triple.
Let me finish that pitch and actually get it where I want it to go. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. Takes a strike right on the outside corner, 94 miles an hour. Lee had a hit his last time up and scored a run. A hit here will add to the Giants' lead. You got Ramos at third, 2 down. The pitch. Lee takes this one up and away, 1-1. Slider that time. Ryan Thompson, I think, is the guy who's warming up in the Diamondbacks bullpen. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked by Del Castillo. Hard slider that bounced well in front of home plate. That was a good save. Even though it wasn't a big miss side to side, that still was not an easy pitch to block.
And as a hitter, you know that he's not throwing that again.
2-1 the count. The pitch to Lee. He pulls one on the ground into right field, base hit. His second hit of the night. Ramos scores. 5-0 Giants. They really didn't hit it that hard, but just pulled it right through the open hole. And that is going to knock Zach Gallen out of this game. You know, Ramos would have liked to have gotten the home run, but he scores the run anyway. So for the Giants as a team, it doesn't cost you anything that the ball somehow stayed in. And Jung-Hoo Lee gets that run home with his second hit of the night.
Giants offense has such a different feel when Jung-Hoo.
So these is MLB Network talent stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shahadi card.
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
All right, I have a little work to do on my home run call after hearing that. Man.
I passed out just listening to that.
It was a great goal and a great win. Congrats to Team USA and congrats to the Bay Area for hosting what looked like a spectacular event.
If Barracoto goes deep right here, you got to give me something.
Okay, Barracoto's at the plate. We'll go Andres Cantor if he hits one out. Lee dives back safely as Thompson, the new pitcher, throws over. Ryan Thompson's been around a long time, 34th appearance of this season. Giants are ahead 5-0 here in the 6th inning. And a strike to Barracoto, 0-1. Victor did go deep his last time up after Ramos's home run. Barracoto, 2 hitters later, hit a 2-run homer. That made it 3-0, now 5-0. Lee runs, the pitch taken low. The throw, the tag, he is safe. And now what? They called a balk, so he didn't get credit for a steal. He actually stole the base, but they call a balk.
And he had a monster jump.
Well, that's kind of too bad for Jung-Hoo, just statistically, but he gets to stay at second. He doesn't have to go back. And the pitch doesn't count. Barracoto takes a strike. So that now, is it 0-2?
It's 1. No.
1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought it would have been 0-2. Way outside with a slider. We have a count. There is a count. Some pitches have been thrown. The home plate umpire is adamant that it's 2-2.
Trying to change the scoreboard to 2-2. He's like putting both hands in the air, wiggling 2-2 emphatically.
Here's a little squib liner towards second, knocked down by Marte. Picks it up, throws to first, not in time. Barracoto was able to beat it out. Marte lunging back to his left, knocked the ball down, picked it up, spun around, and made a good throw, but couldn't get him. Barracoto safe with his second hit. Jung-Hoo Lee goes to third and has to stop there. The inning continues.
This piece of 2-strike hit and putting the ball in play, good things happen. And Barracoto, with the O in his last name, is the guy you could do that home run call with. Just drag out the O for about a minute, and if you pass out, I got you.
That takes a lot of oxygen, man. Andres Cantor. It's impressive. Get that one breath in between and then go right back and do it again. Here's Kavanaugh. He takes a strike. The build-up, too. It's like he knew it was coming. Just a cool call and moment. If you're a sports fan, that's got to make you smile. There goes Barracoto running, and Kavanaugh hits a hard ground ball toward the middle and into center field. Base hit. Around to third, Barracoto. Lee scores. Kavanaugh knocks in a run with his second hit of the game. This part of the lineup is doing it for the Giants tonight. It is 6-0 Giants.
Yeah, what's not to like about Drew Kavanaugh so far. My goodness. Out of nowhere, a couple more hits tonight. We saw some pretty good throws, even though he didn't get the runners out. Strong arm. And now a clutch 2-out knock.
Giants also, I mean, we've seen Barracoto take off, Jung-Hoo Lee take off. They're taking advantage of a pitcher who's pretty slow to the plate and actually forcing the issue on the bases, which hasn't happened enough this year.
Koss might bunt here.
He might. First and third, 2 down. Koss takes a strike, a high slider. I mean, if you bunt, you got to bunt for a hit, but Koss is a very good bunter. You could push one towards second. There's a huge amount of space over there. And even Arenado's playing pretty deep at third. 0-1. Koss pulls one on the ground to third. Arenado has it on a high hop and throws out Koss, who was busting it up the line, but is out number 3. Giants, though, get some more runs. They got 3.
You know, in Boston, every now and then, you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier, the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, you know, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Two balls and a strike to Abreu. Pitch is skied into right field. This thing is cranked. It is back at the warning track. It is at the wall. It is out of here! You gotta feel, and it pays off. Wellier says adios, and the Red Sox lead it 3-1.
Four-seam fastball down and in. Might have even been a ball off the plate, and he just scooped it out of here. 443 feet into the Red Sox bullpen.
For justice. Visit HabasLaw.com. Omar Habas is a California licensed attorney, offices in Northern California, including San Jose. Past results do not guarantee future outcomes.
In this market, you're either a follower or a leader. While followers settle for the average, Cumulus Digital gives leaders the edge, beating industry averages by 25%. Go to cumulusdigital.com, fill out the form, and take the lead.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Pavin Smith for the Diamondbacks against Trevor McDonald, who had a long wait in the top of the 6th inning. So it's been a while since he has thrown a pitch. The Giants now lead this game 6-0. Smith, who lined out his first time up, is 0 for 1. The pitch. Right on the outside corner, a little backdoor sinker, 1-1.
His sinker tonight has had so much horizontal movement. It's not a true sinker, but it's running from one side of the plate to the other.
The pitch. Inside, 2-1. It is a little bit of a misnomer. It's really what defines the sinker is that two-seam movement. And Logan Webb, it's the same way for Logan. Like, Logan's movement is horizontal, side to side. Here's a check swing by Smith. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2-2. Giants 6, Diamondbacks nothing. The pitch. Down and in from McDonald. That was a big miss. So full count here, 3-2. And this is a big pitch for Trevor McDonald. He definitely, now that the Giants are up 6 runs, you don't want to walk the leadoff hitter of an inning. So set the target down the middle and just try to make Smith earn it. 3-2. is topped very softly on the first base side. McDonald fields. He'll flip to first for the out with Devers on the bag. That's exactly what he did. Good job.
You know who had a true sinker? A guy with the last name of Webb that used to pitch for the Diamondbacks. Brandon Webb. Just a bowling ball that had the horizontal movement, but also had that vertical dive at the very end. Bowling ball sinker, we used to call those.
You don't see as many of those anymore. You really don't. Tommy Troy, the hitter. He takes a ball a little bit high, 1-0. Well, the Giants are a beat-up team. They've mostly been healthy this year, which has been one of the discouraging parts of this season. They haven't played well, but it hasn't really been because of injury. Now a pitch high, 2-0. But Adama's still not available today. Matt Chapman goes on the injured list. If you missed that, an abdominal strain, Koss activated. And yet here the Giants are playing one of their better all-around games in a while. 2-0. Swing and a ball hit foul off his foot. Troy taps his foot to try to get the feeling out of it. 2-1.
You know this better than anybody. It all starts with the guy on the mound. Setting the tempo, setting the pace, getting quick outs, getting you back in the dugout, throwing strikes, keeping you engaged. That's what Trevor McDonald has done here so far tonight.
2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Schmidt plays a wicked, weird hop and plays it beautifully and throws out Troy. 2 down. Ball hit, I think, the seam, and it stayed down instead of bouncing up. And Casey Schmidt, no problem. 2 outs for Marte. Coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, the A's trying to salvage a game against the Dodgers. This one just a bit outside. Like 8 feet, goes to the backstop, ball 1. A's lead the Dodgers 6-1, bottom 6. Padres played earlier today at Wrigley. How'd that game go for the Padres?
Not well, I think. What was it? 23-3 is the last I saw.
23-3. The Cubs beat the Padres today. 1-0 pitch, swing, and a miss by Marte. 1-1. I think the last 8 were scored off a position player pitching. But still, subtract 8 from 23, and it's still a lot of runs. 23-3 final. Rockies got a win against the Marlins 6-3 at home. The pitch. Marte pulls it on the ground to first. High hop. Devers snags it. Runs to the bag for the putout. That is 6 shutout innings for Trevor McDonald. 6.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. And toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
Three-two pitch. Gonzalez lines it under the glove of Bobby Witt Jr. and the White Sox will walk it off. 7th walk-off of the season.
Foster Griffin, 7 shutout innings, an unearned run, and 3 hits allowed. He struck out 9 for the 3rd time this year, matching a season high.
A 3-run go-ahead homer!
Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable.
Long gone off of the bat of Kyle Tucker. A majestic blast for Dalton Rushing. 3 straight games with a bomb for Betts. 9 in the 6th, 10 for the night.
That is insane. 3 home runs for Hunter Goodman. He is all smiles, and the Rockies take a commanding lead.
Giants in 12 beat the Pirates 7-6.
Hear it all on the Giants Radio Network. Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Top of the seventh, as always, is sponsored by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Got lucky sevens in your future? Here's a pitch for your next weekend getaway. Head to Cache Creek Casino Resort. Your getaway awaits.
The third pitcher of the game for the Diamondbacks, Jonathan Loaisiga, right-hander against the top of the order. Arise goes after the first pitch. It's a fly ball to left. And Gurriel wanted to not move a single inch. He has to shuffle back one step and reaches up and makes a catch. He was frozen there, and he so wanted to be able to catch that ball without moving one step. And then he chickened out.
Couldn't do it. It feels weird as an outfielder just to stand there and not move your feet.
Casey Schmidt 0 for 3. Top of the order has been so quiet for the Giants, and yet they lead 6-0. Schmidt takes a strike, 98-mile-an-hour sinker from Loaisiga. Schmidt has popped out, grounded out, and struck out. The pitch. Schmidt hits it foul. Another sinker at 98. It's 0-2. After this half inning, seventh inning stretch, sponsored by Supercuts, real smart hair. Maybe that's where Casey went for his haircut today.
He's smart hair if he gets a hit here.
If he goes 0 for 4, he's shaving it all off. 0-2 to Schmidt. He strikes out swinging. He chased down and away a curveball. 2 down. Giants have the bullpen going, so maybe Trevor McDonald is finished. 6 shutout innings. Eric Miller, the left-hander, I think he is. Look at him. He's standing up on the top step on the rail of the dugout, chattering away. Eldridge pulls the first pitch foul. Strike one.
Fastball in. It's dangerous as a hitter to look in, but right now Bryce Eldridge has to. Just get him out of there. Turn the fan on, do some damage to the pull side, then you'll get him away from you.
He takes low, 1-1.
Why is it dangerous? Because it opens up the fastball away, the soft stuff, because you're starting your swing earlier and opening up your shoulder and your hips to get to the inside fastball. It makes you real vulnerable to everything else.
They set the target in again, and Eldridge hits a high foul off to the left. They've set the target in, and he missed out over the middle of the plate, but Bryce wasn't timed up perfectly, so it's 1-2. 2 down, nobody on, top 7. Giants have a 6-0 lead, trying to beat the Diamondbacks for the first time all year. One, 2. Eldridge got a piece, stays alive, barely. Change up away. Maybe a little of what you were talking about there, because we don't see that kind of swing from Eldridge. It was like he was trying to get cranked up earlier. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Eldridge pulls one into right field, base hit. He got a low curveball and he hit it hard. So he's got a hit. That makes him feel a little better, I think. 2-out single in front of Devers.
10th hit of the night for the Giants. Good at bat. Stayed on the off speed. Kind of dropped below the strike zone. And he dug it out, barreled it up.
It gives Devers a shot. Eldridge at first with 2 outs. Loaisiga throws. Devers takes a strike. A 97-mile-an-hour cutter. That's a hard cutter. One strike pitch. Low. Taken for a ball. Changeup.
91.
It's a firm changeup. Jonathan Loaizaga, he's had a long career. He's been a really good reliever for stretches. He's been hurt a lot. 1-2, or 1-1 rather. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Devers pulled that one through. Eldridge to second. He'll stop there. That gives Ramos a chance here in the 7th inning. First hit for Devers tonight.
He's a double and a single for the cycle.
Well, we were on cycle watch last night with Luis Arraez, who had everything but the double. So Ramos kind of like Arraez. You got the two hardest ones out of the way. 2 on, 2 out for Ramos against Loaizaga. The right-hander comes home. Ramos takes inside, ball 1, 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Loaizaga, most of his big league time has come with the Yankees. But I do believe that he was originally a Giant coming up through the system. Ramos fouls this one back. He was signed all the way back in 2012 by the Giants as an amateur free agent. He was hurt a ton, and he had some ability. The Giants kept him around for 3 years. They released him, and it was another full year almost before the Yankees signed him. He got healthy, and his career took off.
Yeah, there was a time when he was a Yankee that he was unhittable. Where's Elliot Ramos going?
You can't leave, Elliot. It's still your turn.
He just walked out of the batter's box, back to the on-deck circle, and he's putting some pine tar on his bat. Moda stick, which is the condensed pine tar in a stick. It gets real goopy on your bat, and then he just put some spray on it. We didn't have spray.
Yeah, there's an aerosol can there, so he did both. Don't shake his hand right now.
No.
You'll never be able to let go. Back in the batter's box with a 1-ball-1-strike count. The pitch to Ramos. In tight again. 2-1.
That was anti-bat toss prevention.
The Elliot Ramos bat toss is just entertaining because he chucks it. It's not like a little, I let my bat go. It goes 100 feet. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Ramos hits a little chopper toward third. Arenado has it. Throws to first and just in time. Well, I thought maybe he was going to get the single on an infield hit. Instead, he does not. He's retired. And the Giants get 2 hits.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz. Hot shot. And he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Choice beef boneless untrimmed tri-tip roast for $5.97 a pound, limit 2 packs. Just enter your something extra number at checkout to save. Only at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Leading off for the D-backs, shortstop,
Special fireworks show highlights Black Heritage Night at Oracle Park on Friday, July 10th. Enjoy community performances and a post-game fireworks show that spans generations of music. The Giants lead off a weekend series against the Rockies. Learn more and get tickets at sfgiants.com/blackheritage.
Eric Miller for the Giants out of the bullpen, and strike one to Geraldo Perdomo, who turns around and bats right-handed against the lefty Miller. How about Trevor McDonald? 6 innings, 1 hit allowed. No runs. The pitch is a base hit into right field. So McDonald leaves, and immediately the Diamondbacks get their second hit of the game. It's 6-0 Giants. You got a big lead. Now Corbin Carroll will come up. And maybe most importantly from the Giants' perspective for Trevor McDonald, the 1 hit's really great, and the no runs is awesome, but no walks in 6 innings.
Stuff was sharp. Fastball was the key. He had command of it, and it was moving all over the place.
He fell behind some hitters, but he found a way to never give in. Now a swing and a ground ball to second. Arise has it. Spins to second one. Cost to first. Not in time. Wow. Spectacular attempt by the Giants. But no double play. Corbin Carroll's so tough to double up, and that ball was not hit all that hard, and somehow the Giants actually made it close.
Arise charged it frantically, got the bottom of a big hop, almost in the baseline, spun and threw to second base. And Koss almost turned it against one of the fastest runners in the big leagues. That was impressive.
And Koss was like shot out of a cannon. He's been dying to play a game. He's been all over the place. Moreno asked for time before a pitch is thrown. 1 out, runner at first. In a 6-0 game, Giants leading. Now you get this guy to hit a ball on the ground like that. Moreno for a catcher runs pretty well, but you have a much better chance of turning a double play. First pitch is low with the changeup. Ball 1. Eric Miller's a perfect example of Drew Cavanaugh. It's not just the starters, it's everybody on this staff. The young Giants catcher who's back there tonight and has done a really good job tonight. He's trying to learn everybody. 1-0. And that's in there for a strike.
A little easier for a young catcher in today's game in the sense that the pitchers can call their own pitches. You don't have to shake 4 times to get to what you want. You just press the button and go. And then maybe you learn what he likes to throw in certain counts, but that's a process.
Here's a ball to Miller. From Miller to Moreno. The pitch. Low. 3-1. And Miller is. I think it's a good point you make about you can learn with that. You can suggest if the pitcher wants to suggest something different. Okay, great. He can do it. Now a swing and a miss. 3-2. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Three and two. Six runs, 11 hits for the Giants tonight, and a couple of home runs. No runs and 2 hits for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. So he walks him. First walk issued by the Giants tonight. Now the Diamondbacks have 2 on with 1 out in the 7th, and Justin Message, Giants pitching coach, is going to get on the phone. It's the one thing you don't want to see with a score like this. We've had a hard time, the Giants have, throwing strikes to Gabriel Moreno in this series. drawn a bunch of walks. Now Gurriel takes way down and in, ball one. And Kavanaugh's going to use time and go out to the mound, a Habas Law mound visit here with Miller now struggling to throw strikes.
Good trip, smart trip by the young catcher. Nobody told him to do it. He did it all on his own, popped out of the crouch, jogged out there real quick, short message, come back. Excuse me, Dave. Probably something like get a ground ball right here, something low in the zone. Let's turn a double play and go ahead.
Yeah, it's a little boost of confidence, or a word of encouragement, or even just a chance to reset for a minute. It's been a week since Miller pitched, so that can be hard. You throw on the side, you throw on flat ground every day. Here's a pitch low, 2-0. But it's your job. You know, it's easy to say, well, it's hard to stay sharp, and it is, but it is your job to stay ready for game action. 2-0 the count after a walk. This pitch is in tight, almost hit him, 3-0.
I mean, the only way the Diamondbacks jump into this game is by the base on balls. The only way.
We got another left-handed hitter on deck, Del Castillo. The pitch, Gurriel takes a strike. I am sure that Gurriel, as much as it probably pains him, because this is a guy who wants to swing, I'm sure he was taking all the way. Three-one pitch. Pulled on the ground and foul. The third base umpire jumped Ryan Blakeney as the ball rolled by, and so it delayed his call, but he called it foul. It's not reviewable.
And Lourdes Gurriel Jr. can't believe it. Torey Lovello can't believe it. Torey in the dugout, the Diamondbacks manager, is just motioning what you just said. You jumped out of the way. How could you see that? Oh. Watching the replay up here, it was close.
Very close.
Giants might have caught a break.
And Torey was holding his hand up like, I want word from, but you can't challenge that.
Nothing in front of the umpires can you challenge.
So from 3-0 to 3-2, Gurriel's going to use his timeout. Well, things are getting a little more interesting here, and not in a good way for the Giants. They're up 6-0, but truly the first rally for the Diamondbacks all game. Big pitch here from Miller to Gurriel. 3-2. It is swung on and missed. Strike three. Through the slider, and he got him. 2 down.
I think that's the very hardest call for an umpire in all of baseball. The ball that bounces over the bag, and you have to judge whether it was actually over part of the bag, not over the bag.
Because if it's hit the ground before the base, the call is based on, you judge the call, fair or foul. First pitch to Del Castillo, and there's a strike. It's 0-1. 99 miles an hour, that sinker. Exactly where is the ball as it passes the bag? And that's hard. That's really hard to do.
I always thought they should have some sort of ABS system in the bases.
0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2.
Like in tennis.
Well, in 30 years from now, when Dylan Chan is calling play-by-play for the Giants, they'll have that system in place. 0-2 in the dirt from Miller with another slider. 1-2. Six nothing Giants. 2 on, 2 out, bottom 7. The pitch way down and away. Another one at 99, but not real close. So it's 2-2. Miller comes set. He throws. Swing and a miss, strike three. Well, he threw him a slider that was down and away, but Del Castillo just could not hold up. Eric Miller works around that hit and walk and a little wildness.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Murakami to pull, 1-2 from Sandy. That one cut on and missed, and Murakami swings over the top of it. Another punch out for Munetaka Murakami.
Well, I'm going to say that was a changeup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a nasty pitch down and away from Murakami. Got him! Changeup, 2 away.
Boy, this has been Picasso, Rembrandt, everything put together with the way he's worked on the mound, with the stuff he's had, the location.
Impressive. He went through Freeland, Ohtani, and Tucker gave him a heck of a battle, but Root gets the strikeout.
Hear it all on the Giants Radio Network. This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, you can add a new Aloha shirt to your wardrobe next week, Saturday, July 11th. First 20,000 fans get a Gigantes Aloha shirt presented by Topo Chico Hard. sfgiants.com/fiesta. Ball one to Jung-Hoo Lee from the new pitcher Taylor Clark. He's the 4th pitcher of the game for the Diamondbacks. Giants lead 6-0. Hitting number 8. Taylor Clark, 38th appearance of the year for him. The right-hander throws. Lee takes outside, ball 2. Jung-Hoo's got 2 hits. He's 2 for 3. Scored 2 runs. He's knocked in a run, and he has a steal. We got a little clarification. There was so much confusion. 2-0. Lee, wow, he swings and misses, and he actually hit a little piece of the ball, and the bat came flying out of his hand, and it went backwards, and it might have hit the umpire. Bat went straight backwards.
He's got to do what Elliott did now, go get the Motus stick and the spray.
Well, it's a pro move. You got to blame something, so you got to go over and say, well, my bat wasn't doctored up properly. Bat came.
Oh.
It went right over the umpire's head. Thank goodness it did not hit him. That would have been awful. 2-1 to Lee. The pitch from Clark. Low. 3-1. Well, Jung-Hoo, Giants are going to play a weekend series in Coors Field, where Jung-Hoo seems to thrive like so many hitters do. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Lee hits a little slow ground ball towards short. Charging in Perdomo. He's got it, throws to first just in time to get Lee. Definitely not the swing that Jung-Hoo wanted in a 3-1 count. So he's retired, 1 away.
The 8th inning is sponsored by Mancini's Sleep World. It's the power of 8. The Giants have 8 rings. You need 8 hours of sleep plus a new mattress every 8 years. Save up to 40% off select mattresses at Mancini's Sleep World. Rest easy.
Victor Barracoto. The pitch. called a strike on the inside, borderline 0-1. Giants get some extra sleep tomorrow. It's going to be kind of a late night tonight getting into Denver, but Giants have the off day tomorrow. The Rockies play tomorrow. Day game. Now Barracoto swings and hits a foul, 0-2.
How do you sleep in Denver? I don't sleep well there.
No, it's hard to sleep real well there. You end up waking up a little more frequently in the middle of the night. Now, if you go out and enjoy the great outdoors, get out in the Rocky Mountains, get real tired, then you sleep well.
Yeah, climb a mountain.
Then no problem. 0-2 to Barracoto, who's got a 2-run homer and a single in this game. The pitch, he hits it foul off his foot. Stays 0-2. But I think for the Giants, anytime you go into a series in Denver and have an off day to get the bullpen has not been overly taxed here lately. That should not be an issue, but it still doesn't hurt starting a series there with an extra day of rest, a day of acclimation.
You're already kind of at altitude here.
0-2 pitch, down and away. I think it's the third highest elevation ballpark in the game here in Phoenix. Number 1, Coors Field. Number 2, Atlanta. And I think Chase Field is third.
1,100 feet above sea level.
So that's a start. 6-0 Giants. Now a swing and a foul by Barracoto. Stays 1-2. And part of what happens tomorrow is if you're a Giants player, you don't want to sleep all day. You do want to get out and about and just move around a little bit. That helps you acclimate. 1-2 in the dirt. Maybe not climb a mountain, but just do something.
Well, take it out of you. Las Vegas altitude, 2,030 feet. So that might be number 2 when the A's move there.
Yeah, Atlanta, I think, is short of 2,000 feet, but it's higher than Phoenix. 2-2 pitch. Barracoto hits a drive to center field. Going back onto Tommy Troy, and he'll stop short of the wall and make the catch. Good swing by Barracoto and a good at bat. But he's out number 2. Let's pause here for station identification on the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio Network.
When the game is over, hear the postgame wrap with John, Dave, Kruk, and Kite on KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco.
Kavanaugh takes a pitch low from Taylor Clark, ball 1. Kavanaugh is 2 for 3. 6-0 Giants. Dave Fleming, FP Santangelo, Darren Chan. We're all here in Phoenix, getting ready to head to Denver after this game. Kavanaugh takes high, 2-0. That was the pitch specifically he said to me today. I asked him, well, how do you improve? I have a very specific plan for improvements, things I want to attack in the offseason. He said last offseason, I really needed to get better at pitches up. 2-0. Takes that one right in there. A changeup, 2-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you work on that. Just a high tee, maybe?
High tee, set your indoor machine, just get some reps, get some looks. Maybe part of it is recognition, not just swings, but also just seeing pitches up there. And swings here and hits it foul. So it's 2-2 to Kavanaugh with 2 down and nobody on. I think everybody's impressed with this young man, though. 2-2 pitch. He hits it foul again. Change up. Stays alive. Tomorrow, the day game, Marlins and Rockies at Coors Field. We could go over and do a practice broadcast.
I've always wanted to go up to that top level in right field where they have all the, it looks like all the fun is had.
2-2 pitch. Foul. Back to the screen. The What do they call that up there?
Coors Light level, something like that. It's not the rock pile. Those are the seats in center field.
Yeah. He took out like all the seats up above right field years ago and made a standing room only sort of bar area. Not a bad idea. Practice something other than broadcasting. 2-2 pitch is fouled off to the left.
And what would that be?
Well, no, just leave that up to your imagination.
Pretend like we're Rockies fans.
Yeah. We got our badges. We can go into any big league park.
That's true. And they're purple.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3-2.
It's good at-bat working.
I think next year, do I get if 25th year as a big leaguer, do you get a gold card where you can go to any game?
You can go to anywhere. You don't have to wait in lines at a restaurant or at a bar. You just walk in anywhere with that.
In the world. Want to go to La Bernardine in New York? You just walk in and show them the gold card.
You board the plane first. You can have 75-pound luggage. Doesn't matter. That's pretty cool, though. Making fun of it. That's huge.
Count 3-2 coming. They had a Habislaw mound visit out of nowhere. Maybe Kavanaugh. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2 from Clark. Kavanaugh drives one to right field, going back on it, Carroll, and he'll make the catch. Well, he had a topspin liner, but he had a good swing, hit it hard. A 9-pitch battle with 106 exit velocity.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Yeah, I was worried about his left-handed wrist, but it appears Austin's okay.
Rowdy Tellez is a big man with a big personality. He's a playful guy, and that's Rowdy saying, hey, man, I'm getting out of your way.
Nice catch, JD. JD. What a catch. They probably stuck with the pine tar.
No kidding. Look at this guy.
I mean, it comes off the screen, and he just bare hands it.
We don't speculate, we execute with a proven framework delivering results 25% better than industry standards. Go to cumulusdigital.com, fill out our form, and move from guessing to knowing.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, the A's still lead the Dodgers 7-1, top 9 in Sacramento. Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Toyota, let's go places. It's the only other game going on in Big League Baseball. Everything else is final from earlier today. Giants lead 6-0 here in the desert. Bottom 8. Ryan Walker out of the Giants bullpen against Nolan Arenado. And a liner into center field. Man, that sounded loud. First pitch swing and a base hit for Arenado. Sounded hard hit. And it was 105 off the bat for Arenado. Sometimes you don't need the StatCast. You just know.
You just listen.
Well, Ryan Walker, it's been a few days for him since he pitched in a game. He throws one to the backstop. Arenado goes to second. On a very wild pitch that somehow missed Pavin Smith. There's a reason why Ryan Walker is almost always among the league leaders in batters hit. Arenado at second, nobody out. 6-0 Giants. Smith lines one. Foul down the left field line. 1-1. Hard hit, but foul. Giants trying to make this a relatively stress-free win. Haven't had many of those. Here's a pitch down and in. 2-1. Giants relievers, much like several Giants starting pitchers, the strike throwing aspect just has not been great. We saw Eric Miller kind of walk the tightrope last inning. Here's a ball low. 3-1 to Smith. Miller ended up working his way through it. Walker has only pitched 21 2/3 innings this year. He's walked 12. He's hit 1. 3-1 pitch. Smith lines a base hit into left center. Arenado is going to come around third, and he'll score. Barracoto over to pick it up, spins around and throws back in. Smith will stay at first. Diamondbacks are on the board. It's 6-1. That's back-to-back hits against Walker since he came in the game. Dylan Smith in the bullpen for the Giants.
You're getting ready quick, too.
There's definitely some urgency behind that warm-up session. Here's Tommy Troy, ninth place hitter. He takes strike one from Walker, a slider. That's the first slider that he's thrown since coming into the game. 0-1 pitch. He throws another one and misses way outside. 1-1. D-backs on the board. You get the top of the order coming up next. This is a big hitter. Troy hits a broken bat. Squibber knocked down by Koss, but he can't get an out. It was a weird, spinny, low liner. Koss came skidding over behind second and knocked it down. Went to pick it up as he was trying to touch the bag and just couldn't secure it.
It looked like a tailor-made double play. It was a broken bat hit softly, and I think you're right. The spin on it, maybe hitting the seam where the turf meets the dirt. Koss slid into it and then just went into a full panic. Couldn't grab the baseball off the ground, and all of a sudden the Diamondbacks are in business.
They're going to give Tommy Troy an infield hit because of the weirdness, I think, of that play. But I do think you're right, as the Giants convene a Havis Law mound visit. For Koss, when you're up 6-1, just get it out. It was almost like he was panicking, trying to hurry so he still had a chance to double play.
He might have slid into the ball watching the monitor up here in the booth because Arise was going for it too. Maybe he thought he was going to crash into a second baseman, so he went low. I don't think he needed to slide into that one, and then the ball was on the ground, and it was full-blown panic reaching for it 2 or 3 times.
Well, now the ultimate Giants killer this year, Ketel Marte, is up with 2 on and nobody out. Meeting over and way outside with a sinker. Ball 1 to Marte. Well, this is where one swing of the bat is going to change the whole feel of this game. Marte, that's what he's trying to do. 1-0 pitch. He swings and misses. Might have helped him out a pitch away. 1-1. Switch hitter batting left-handed. The runner at second is Smith. The runner at first is Tommy Troy. The pitch. Marte hits one down the left field line. Barracoto chasing. He'll dive and can't catch this one. It's off his glove, rolls away. Coming around third, Smith. He'll score. The relay hits Troy as he slides into third. Bounces away. Troy comes home to score. And all the way around to third, Marte. It's 6-3. And chaos is now breaking out. A bloop that found a piece of the outfield turf when Barracoto dove and couldn't catch it. Then it rolled away from him. And then the relay from Koss trying to get Tommy Troy. I don't think he really had a chance to get him. Hit Troy square and rolled away. And another run came home. Still nobody out. Tony Vitello is coming out. I'm guessing that'll be a double and an RBI. And then an error on Koss that allows Troy to score. Dylan's
foul ground, and he's got it. What a catch by Max Kepler. Wow.
Hook and Valdez. And Valdez comes up with it. Oh, my.
Swing a soft ground ball towards third. Bichette on the backhand has it. Crossfires to first. Got him.
Bichette with the backhand play. The bouncing throw on 2 hops in time. Ground ball hit to second. Diving play by Honer. Shuffles to second, and they get the force. Diving into right field. Posada gets up and throws out Berger.
Ground ball hit to the right side. Diving stop to his left. Honer throw to first in time to get Tatis.
Freely coming on and dives. He caught it. Sproat loves it. Shortstop Henderson diving.
Throws to first. Did they get him? Yes, they did.
Diving stop by Edman to his feet. Long throw to first there in plenty of time.
To the right side. Diving stop. Clemens finds the grip and gets the out at second base.
The Sun, who's going to get it? Corona Brower makes the catch. Corona Brower in trouble again. Oh, he caught it again.
Got a lead instead of playing it a bit more conservatively.
I mean, 6-4 if the run scores from third with no outs, but you just can't let any more guys on base. That's it.
Yeah, so they'll keep the infield back. Dylan Smith for the 11th time this year. He's been pretty good. The right-hander with Marte leading away from third. The pitch. Hit high in the air, really just a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Arise calls off Devers and catches. Well, that's big. Very first pitch, Perdomo went after it and pops out, one away.
It's a big out. One of their best hitters, and here comes Corbin Carroll. Just worry about the hitter. That's it. Go right after him.
Smith, who's got the starter's repertoire, was a longtime starter, had a hard time staying healthy as a starting pitcher. Transitioning to a relief role. First pitch to Carroll. He fouls one. He had a big cut and fouled it straight back out of play. Strike one. Well, he went after him all right. That was a fastball, just kind of pumped right out over the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Hit softly, just a topper foul. Spins back behind home plate. The split change. It's 0-2.
Well, I always feel like hitters show you their hand with runners in scoring position, meaning if they come out swinging, they're telling you, I want to drive in this run. I'm going to be aggressive. So you're 0-2 count right now. He's swinging. Be careful.
The 0-2. Carroll pulls it on the ground to first. Scooped up by Devers. Now a race to the bag. He dives and touches first ahead of Carroll. Marte comes in to score. Man, even that wasn't easy with Carroll and his brilliant speed. Devers ended up making a nice play to get out number 2.
Yeah, one of the fastest infields in all of baseball here at Chase Field, and that was a 2-hopper to Devers. Almost handcuffed him. He fielded it off his right leg, not backhand, but conventional style. and then realized that Smith wasn't getting to the bag, and he had to go full speed. And a great play by Rafi Devers. Man, has he improved at first base.
He had the ball in his bare hand because he was getting ready to feed Smith. Here's a pitch low to Gabby Moreno, ball one. And then he realized, man, if I feed this thing, I'm not sure we're going to get him out. So while he was running toward first, he took the ball from his bare hand, put it back in his glove, made his dive. Here's a fastball low, 2-0, and reached out with the glove to get that extra extension and touched first base with his glove before Carroll stepped on the bag. It's a pretty good play.
Yeah, that play had error written all over it. Tricky play.
2-0 is a strike. Somebody has to be able to throw a strike to this guy. Moreno has been taking. He's only drawn one walk tonight. He had, 2 walks last night. 2-1 pitch is blooped down the right field line. It's going to slice and lands right on the line. Ramos picks it up, wheels around and throws to second. Now Koss throws behind Moreno, going back to first. And the ball goes into the dugout, and that's another error. And he's going to go all the way to third. I mean, Christian Koss, you just can't do that. You're up 6-4. There's no reason to make that throw. Ramos already did the job. He made Moreno go back. Moreno had retreated, and he was on his way back to first, and Koss decided that he had a chance to throw behind him and get him, and he threw wildly, and it bounced and hit Moreno and went into the dugout.
Yeah, this inning isn't a defensive highlight reel for the Giants.
So runner at third, 2 outs, and the tying run is at the plate here in the 8th inning. It was 6-0 at the start of the inning. Gurriel, the hitter, he takes strike one. High fastball. It was very, very close. I actually thought the Giants might ask the umpires in New York to look at it, whether it was fair or foul. That one is challengeable. The pitch. Down and away with a slider. 1-1 to Gurriel. Just nothing easy for this Giants team, especially when the bullpen is involved. And the defense has had a ragged inning here. 1-1. Hit foul, back out of play. It's 1-2. Time at home plate from the hitter Gurriel. He was 0 for 3, but hit a big home run in last night's game. He is the tying run. Trevor McDonald, the Giants starter, allowed 1 base runner in 6 innings. It's been chaos since he left. 1-2, way outside, and Kavanaugh somehow almost smothered that one and kept it around home plate, and that keeps Moreno at third. My goodness, that pitch was in the opposite batter's box.
It lunged to the backhand smother.
When you're using that one knee down technique like everybody does now, that's a hard play. 2-2, Dylan Smith to Gurriel. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with the sweeper. After all that, at least the Giants keep the lead. That was in doubt for a moment there. Ugly, but
we play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
2 up and 2 down. Here's Matt Olson. Olson swings and clubs one. High in the air to deep center field. Streaking way back to the wall and off the wall. That's a home run above the yellow line. Matt Olson gets us going with a homer to the deepest part of the yard. What a shot. Way up in the air to straightaway center, and it's 1-0 Braves.
That's got to feel good for Matt Olson, getting that goose egg out of his home run column, and there was no question that one was leaving the yard. That was absolutely crushed.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
carsforkids.org/hotcars.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Brandon Garcia, left-hander out of the Diamondbacks bullpen, and this is a whole different scenario now. It's 6-4 Giants, 9th inning. Costs the 9th place hitter, shows bunt, takes a pitch high for ball 1. The Giants give up 4 in the 8th and just a ragtag inning. 23rd appearance for the left-hander Garcia. He's got a good arm. 1-0 pitch and a slider in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Goss is 1 for 3. I mean, he's done some good things tonight, but he just had a defensive inning he'd like to forget. Swings and misses here. And a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. And it's 1-2.
Well, when you haven't played in a while, it moves fast up here. Especially on July 1st. Everyone's at the top of their game. The game's going fast. You jump in, and it really, really, really sped up on him on defense last inning.
1-2. He fouls this one back. 3 different plays. He was going too fast. And he gets charged with 2 different throwing errors, both of which he never should have thrown. And a play where he tried to get a double play where he just, I mean, it was a weird play. It wasn't an easy play, but just getting out. He swings here and hits a bloop to shallow right. Carroll comes in and catches one away.
SpongeBob SquarePants visits the Giants' next homestand on July 12th. The first 20,000 fans receive a SpongeBob hat that's presented by Super Duper Burgers. Enjoy Nickelodeon-themed surprises and concessions throughout the ballpark as the Giants host the Rockies. Get tickets at sfgiants.com/promotions.
Will do. Here's a strike 2 arise. It's 0-1. 6-4 Giants, 9th inning. I mean, really, truly, it was 6-0, and then it was 6-4, and all hell was breaking loose. So in the end, Dylan Smith actually did a pretty good job of helping the Giants get through that. Caleb Killian is warming up in the bullpen now. 1-1 pitch. Arise hits pop-up on the infield. Way up there. Arenado comes in from third near the mound, reaches up, makes the catch. Luis Arise, an 0 for 5 night for him. 2 quick outs here in the 9th inning. Giants have not scored against the Diamondbacks bullpen since the bullpen took over. All 6 runs against the starter Gallen. Exact opposite on the other side. Trevor McDonald 6 scoreless. And 4 against the Giants pen. Schmidt swings at the first pitch and hits it foul. All 4 of those runs are going to be charged to the record of Ryan Walker, and all of them are going to end up being earned runs because those errors were errors to allow extra bases, and then the hits kept coming, so they weren't errors that allowed the runners to reach in the first place. 0-1 pitch is pulled foul by Schmidt, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And sometimes as a hitter, when you get in swing mode like Casey Schmidt is right now, it's not because you're physically tired, it's because you're mentally tired. When you're grinding, playing every single day.
And he sure has had to play every day. Takes this one high and tight for a ball. 6-4 Giants here in the ninth. So Ryan Walker doesn't get an out, gets charged with 4 earned runs. Here's a ball outside. His earned run average for the year now is 7.06. And it wasn't all on Walker in that instance, but that hurts. 2-2. Hit on the ground is short. He got jammed. Perdomo bobbled, picks it up, throws low. Got him. Wow, Schmidt, I don't know if he was running hard or maybe he just sort of got tied up coming out of the batter's box. Giants are going to challenge this one just to see. Perdomo, that was a true bobble of the ground ball and had time to go over and pick it up and still throw out Schmidt.
I think the Giants might win this one watching the replay up here. Yeah, the ball sat on the ground for about a 2 count. It was just right next to him. A lot of times when the ball hits the dirt and then into the glove, the first sound the umpire hears is the ball hitting the dirt. So a lot of times you'll miss that call because you're listening for the pop of the glove and the foot hitting the bag. And the dirt sound can fool you. It's pretty close, though.
It is close. They have all the technology that we don't have in New York. I mean, we're seeing replays of it from all angles, but they can kind of splice those angles together with the time clock and what the term is, triangulate. They can almost 3D look at it from all sides, sync up the different looks. So they can see exactly when the foot is hitting the bag and whether the ball has touched the glove. They're still looking in New York. I think he's safe.
I think he is too, but it's got to be so obvious to overturn the initial call. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field has been overturned. The runner is safe. San Francisco retains its challenge.
The fans here are unhappy, but I think the key to that play is when the ball has to touch the glove. So the mitt was wide open and the ball was inside the pocket of the glove, but it has to actually touch the leather. That's the moment of truth. And Schmidt's foot barely got to the bag before that. Here's Eldridge. Left on left. Bryce takes a fastball at 98 miles an hour. Strike one.
So you kind of got a bonus runner here. I wouldn't be surprised if Schmidt just gambles and goes here first move. Why not?
Giants lead 6-4 in the ninth inning. That'll be an error against Perdomo. The pitch. Eldridge pulls this one foul. A sinker in. It's 0-2. He's got some similar stuff to Eric Miller with that sinker, as hard as it is with as much movement. Now a called strike 3 on a slider that just buckled him. That was nasty. So Garcia strikes out Eldridge, and the Giants are going to take a 2-run lead to the bottom of the ninth inning. Midnight.
Jordan Lawler leads off the bottom of the third. Reynaldo Lopez, first pitch swung on. That is hit high and deep to left field. It took a long time, but there's the first major league home run for Jordan Lawler.
424 feet off the bat of Lawler.
And no doubter for him. A kid who was, 6th overall pick a few years ago. They had to find kind of a spot for him. He was a shortstop. They put him in the outfield, and nobody giving him any love after his first big league home run.
Congratulations, Jordan Lawler. That's number 1.
Base hit right field, but they're going to have to hold Jeltz at third. Going now, the ball gets away from O'Neill. He kicks it to Benzinger.
No, I do not believe it.
He kicked the ball to Todd Benzinger. You will never, ever again see this, so take a look.
And it is a perfect kick.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Honda.com or take the San Pablo Avenue exit right off of I-80. El Cerrito Honda. We're more than just a car dealership, we're family.
In this market, you're either a follower or a leader. While followers settle for the average, Cumulus Digital gives leaders the edge, beating industry averages by 25%. Go to cumulusdigital.com, fill out the form, and take the lead.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, for the Giants, a bunch of changes here. Bottom 9 trying to hang on and get a win against the Diamondbacks, which they have not been able to do all year. Drew Gilbert comes in to play left. Jonah Cox is now in center. Lee moves over to right. So Barracoto and Ramos are both out of the game. 6-4 Giants, bottom 9. Adrian Del Castillo against Killian. The pitch is a fastball for a called strike on the outside corner at 98 miles an hour. Caleb Killian pitching for the 35th time. He does have 6 saves in 8 chances. He's got an ERA of 4.11. Here's the 0-1. Foul back to the screen. Fastball, 97 miles an hour, 0-2. It was once, and not that long ago, 6-0 Giants. Now it's 6-4. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Del Castillo strikes out swinging. The hard curveball. Got him, 1 away.
Huge out with the Giant killer, Nolan Arenado on deck. Nicely done.
Arenado's going to be 52 years old and still make the Giants nervous if he had a bat coming to the plate. If he's the tying run, this is not the guy you want to see. So he's not the tying run. 1 out, bases empty. Here in the 9th. Killian holding at the belt. He pitches. Arenado takes strike 1. Right down the middle at 97. Here's the pitch. High. Hits off the top of the mid of Kavanaugh and bounces away. 1-1. Giants got 3 runs in the 5th to take a 3-0 lead. 3 more in the 6th. They led 6-0, but a 4-run 8th for the D-backs. Now we're in the 9th. Arenado started, and did he go? No, on appeal. Held up on a high sinker. 2-1. Pavin Smith is on deck, and then the 9th place hitter Tommy Troy. So this is the part of the lineup for Caleb Killian where you want to be. Bottom part of the order with a 2-run cushion. 2-1 pitch. Arenado swings and misses. That's the harder slider. That was well thrown. 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch call by Drew Kavanaugh. You knew Arenado was hunting the fastball 2-1, trying to do damage. And that was a nasty slider.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Well, that bounced about 5 feet in front of home plate with a curveball. 3-2. Maybe a little bit of an overthrow on that one. This needs to be a strike. You're up 2 in the 9th inning with 1 out already. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Arenado strikes out swinging on the slider. 2 down.
Yeah, another good slider from Killian, and you know he's swinging 3-2. Looked like a fastball, dropped out of the zone last second. And another big out. They're all big right now.
Giants are 1 out away from beating the Diamondbacks for the first time all year. 2 down for Pavin Smith. He rolls one on the ground to first. Devers has it, and he'll take it there himself for out number 3. And the streak is over. The Giants had lost the first 8 head-to-head against the Diamondbacks this year. You can't beat us 9 times in a row, the Giants say, as they pour out of the dugout to go through the handshake line. 6-4 the final score, and it got a little squirrely there in the end, FP, but until that bottom of the 8th inning, a really nice all-around performance.
Ding dong, the streak is dead. And a nice save by Caleb Killian. There was no drama, pounding the strike zone, made some big pitches in big situations. And maybe you were thinking some evil thoughts when he came in, but he did a nice job.
So he gets his 5th save. Trevor McDonald was excellent, got his first win in a while. And the Giants beat the Diamondbacks by the final score of 6-4. Our game summary, sponsored by Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. Save more on the flavors you love and find better deals for your budget at Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. Victorious Giants.
Brandon Sproat left his last start with tightness in his hamstring, just a cramp. Should be all right. 2-2 to Stewart, and he just blew him away with 99. Second strikeout for Sproat.
Game the winning pitcher, Trevor McDonald. He is now 3-6. And the save goes to Killian, as we said a moment ago. That's his 5th of the year. The losing pitcher, Zach Gallen. I say 5th. That's Killian's 7th save. I can't short him that bad. 7th save for Caleb Killian. Zach Gallen takes the loss. He is now 3-8. Time of the game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Only 17,142 were here to watch it. The Diamondbacks fans, they knew the streak was going to end tonight. They didn't even bother to show. Giants get a much, much needed win here in the desert before heading to Colorado. That's where we're going. Our on-site producer engineer, Darren Chan, network coordinator, was Rafael Corral tonight. We appreciate their efforts as always. Next broadcast comes your way Friday night, not tomorrow. Giants are going to Denver now, but an off day tomorrow. Friday night, pregame 4:10 back in the Bay Area. First pitch time 5:10. So however you're going to celebrate your 4th of July weekend, the Giants are hoping